Now we are going to learn about direct and indirect speech. Hi, what is your name? My name is Pratik. When we report what another person has said, we usually do not use the speaker's exact words, direct speech, but reported speech, that is, indirect speech. Therefore, we need to learn how to transform direct speech into reported speech. The steps for changing the sentence will be a little different depending on whether we want to transform a statement, question, or a request. Let's look at the sentences given below. Pratik said the following to you, and you report his words to another friend. This is how it would go. 1. I don't feel well. 2. My parents have gone to Mangalore. And 3. I'm going out now, so you will have to wait until I get back. So let us look at how we shall change these sentences. This is how you would tell your friend what Pratik said. Pratik said that he didn't feel well. He said that his parents had gone to Mangalore. He said that he was going out then, so I would have to wait until he got back. Let us learn about a few rules that can make it easy for us to understand reported speech. Since we usually report what was said at a different time, we have to change the verb tense to show the time at which we are reporting or narrating it. We need to add the word that after the reporting verb. Let's look at the following sentences. This is in the present tense. I am not playing football. This is a direct speech. He said that he wasn't playing football. This is the reported speech. The verb has been changed to the past tense because the speaker spoke about it later. Sometimes we need to change the pronoun. Let's look at the following sentence. I don't like sitting here. Jaya is referring to herself. This is the direct speech. Jaya said that she didn't like sitting there. The pronoun she refers to Jaya. This is the reported speech. We may also need to change other words to understand about place and time correctly. For example, he said, I like this car. This is the direct speech. He said that he liked the car or that car. This is the reported speech. She said, I read the book last week. The direct speech. She said that she had read the book the week before or the previous week. This is the reported speech. It is not necessary to change the tense of the reporting verb when we talk about truth. That doesn't change with time. For example, the teacher said, the Kaveri originates in Coorg. This is the direct speech. The teacher said that the Kaveri originates in Coorg, so there is no change in the tense here in the reported speech. Modal. could, might, would, should, ought, had better, etc. usually do not change in reported speech. For example, I should go to the dentist. This is the direct speech. He said that he should go to the dentist. This is the reported speech. When we are reporting questions, the subject is placed before the verb. Information question. Where are you going? This is in the direct speech. He asked me where I was going. This is the reported speech. Information question. Why is he shouting? He asked me why he was shouting. What do you want? This is another example of the direct speech, and the reported speech would be, she asked me what I wanted. Let's look at yes and no questions. When we report a yes or no question, we need to add if or whether. The reporting verb said is changed to asked or questioned. I said, do you want me to come? This is the direct speech. I asked him if he wanted me to come. This is in the reported speech. Some more yes and no questions. She said, have you fed the dog? Here in this sentence you have a comma after said, and then you have inverted commas when you are asking the question, have you fed the dog? With a question mark. This is the direct speech of this sentence. She asked me whether I had fed the dog. The reported speech of the sentence. Orders and requests. These are called imperative sentences, and instead of using said, we use ordered, requested, or commanded as reporting verbs. For example, the teacher said, stop writing at once. This is a direct speech. The teacher ordered them to stop writing immediately. The same sentence in the reported speech form. Exclamatory sentences that express emotions like joy, sorrow, etc. have an exclamatory mark at the end of direct speech. Words like exclaimed with sorrow or exclaimed in joy are used instead of said in reported speech. For example, they said, hurrah, we have all been chosen for the cricket team. This is a direct speech. They exclaimed in joy that they had all been chosen for the cricket team. Reported speech. Let's look at changing indirect speech to direct speech. When we change sentences from indirect speech to direct speech, punctuation marks become very important. A comma is used after the reporting verb to mark the beginning of the words actually spoken. Statements will end with a full stop. Questions will end with a question mark, and exclamatory sentences will end with an exclamatory mark at the end of a sentence in direct speech. The part of the sentence that needs to be reported will be within inverted commas to indicate that it is the actual words spoken by the speaker. Let's look at this sentence, which is in the indirect speech form. The boy said that he would go out. And now let's look at the direct speech. The boy said, comma, inverted commas, I will go out. Close the inverted commas with a full stop. Verbs in the direct speech will go back to the tense that indicates the time when the speech was made. For example, she said, I am feeling sick. She said that she was feeling sick. This is the indirect speech. Pronouns and time and place words will also change in the direct speech. He said that his grandfather had bought the book the previous day. This sentence is in indirect speech form. Now let's look at how it will be in the direct speech. He said, comma, then inverted commas, my grandfather bought the book yesterday. Full stop with inverted commas.